Hello and welcome back to the Monster Hunter Generations demo, where today we're going to use one of our last three weapons, all of which I feel like I'm really bad with. But one, I'm worse than all the others, and I think I'll be using that one today. Yeah, I'm bad with Gunlance. I'm not going to make any bones about it. I've always been bad with Gunlance. I've never been good with Gunlance. There's only been one brief moment where I thought I was better with Gunlance than regular Lance, and that was in Portable Third when I was experimenting with all the weapons. And now they've changed the Gunlance to make it so that you need to watch that little heat meter in order to get the most efficacy out of it. So basically they took it from 4U. And basically, if you want to get the same results as you were getting in 4U, you need to keep that heat level high without going over. Which I was bad enough with the Gunlance in 4U. I tried it a couple times. I was bad with it. And yeah, I expect to continue to be bad with it, but we should at least be able to take out this Narga. Eventually. Provided it even notices us. Yeah, there's a lot about Gunlance that I'm just unfamiliar with. And a lot about Gunlance I'm just bad with. Like, I don't know how to do the thing where you charge up a shell and then release it. Like, it's a mystery to me. So, my thinking is you, like, poke and then you hold A, but that doesn't do it. Just tapping A doesn't do it. Just holding A from a standstill doesn't do it. I don't know how it's done. So, that's about the one thing I do know how to do, right there. Unloading all the shells. And honestly, it feels good when it hits, though to my knowledge it's only normal shells where you're supposed to do that. And long shells, you're supposed to just fire one at a time as usual or something. Or no, long it's for Wyvern Fire that gets the buff. And then wide is where you want to do the normal shelling. Whoop. Yeah, I am almost completely lost with regards to this weapon. So, maybe I should have done the tutorial for it. At least I know how to block things. And I know how to do some pokes, and I know how to do this. Know how to back hop. What's special attack? Oh, it's the X and A. At some point, I'll find a time to Wyvern Fire. Wyvern Fire is weird in this game. I know it locks your heat meter into place for a while, but it feels like sometimes it increases your heat, and other times it decreases your heat, and I have no idea what causes it to do either one. Or I could just be completely wrong about it increasing your heat. What I do know is I've locked myself into orange, which orange isn't bad. It makes it so that your weapon attacks have roughly the same efficacy as they did in 4U. But what you really want is red, because when you're in red, you've got like a 5% buff relative to 4U. So, yeah. Well, the Narga is tired. I'm sure this is completely 100% my doing. So, let's have a Dragon Blast, which is basically a Super Wyvern Fire. It looks cool. Not sure what Dragon Breath is, but we'll find out shortly. Okay, need to actually face the tail when guarding. Good to know. What? Oh, that maxes out your heat gauge for a while. That's actually pretty nice. Means I don't have to actually pay attention to that. Okay. So I need to actually start doing damage to this Nargacuga. Yeah, I have no idea how to do the whole charge up a shell thing. I feel like it might be a good idea to know it, but if they give us normal shells in this demo, then I think we're supposed to just do the shotgun unload them all. Looks like we might actually have Wyvern Fire ready. We do. And apparently it doesn't play nicely with Dragon Breath, though that may have just been a result of timing. I wasn't paying attention to my Dragon Breath meter. What's this gun's tell for when you've used Wyvern Fire? Is it that red glow, or is that just the heat? I don't know. I run out of stamina quite easily. Okay, let's try and figure this thing out. Try and get this Narga dead. I'm not expecting this to be a fast run by any means. But what I can do is I can para this thing and thus get a nice easy shotgun going. Need to be sure to hit with my final para knife, otherwise I am not getting the para. Oh, you jerk! Probably not getting that para then. Going to 5. That's a bit of a walk. There's still a chance, but it's not likely that we'll get the para. Okay, Narga, have this. Oh, sweet. I don't know that I hit with that. But I used it. Oh, it must have been an Alteroth that... Yeah, I knew there was an Alteroth there, but I think it interrupted me, and that's why it was taking more X presses than expected to get to the actual shotgun. But it looks like also doing the moving unsheath also seems to not combo into the thing. Okay, looks like it is the glow that signifies that Wyvern Fire is not ready. Yep. Okay. Well, if you're going to do that, I'm just going to get ready for this. can't Wyvern Fire with that. I was thinking that Dragon Breath might, like, recharge Wyvern Fire, but it does not. Which makes sense. Well, that was not what I expected, but... glad I didn't press the A button with appropriate timing there, because I did, in fact, press it. So it's my understanding that during this shield advance... okay, my understanding is wrong. I was thinking that it still counted as blocking, but that is clearly not the case. So, I believe my next order of business is get this Narga into a pit. Don't come near. There. Now get angry and come for me. And cats, you get over here. Because once Narga's in the pit, I'm going to use Dragon Blast, and I'm going to follow it up with Wyvern Fire. It's a good Narga. Broke your face. And now... hit ya. That doesn't let me travel as far as I had actually hoped. Oh. We're doing much better than I expected. Still, not great, but... didn't expect to have Narga limping before the 15-minute mark. Of course, I'm not going to complain that it is. And we've still got a shock trap to use. Need to not run out of stamina, though. It's really easy to run out of stamina when you're actually blocking things. Ooh, you almost got me. Ooh, and you're tired. Yay, we did it! That was way faster than expected. I might not actually be terrible with this. But hey. I guess it works. Still some mysteries to solve, like how to do the charged shots. No idea how that's done. Maybe you need to have, like, a specific shot type to do it. Like, maybe you need to have long shots in order to do that? I don't know. But what I do know is that we've also got to try out Striker. And hey, charging the arts faster will be nice, because the arts are actually quite nice on this. Don't know what I'll lose, but can't be anything too terrible, can it? Still got the heat gauge. That was my first guess as to what would be lost. Maybe we'll lose the ability to do, like, the full unload. If we lose Wyvern Fire, that'll be sad, because Wyvern Fire feels nice to use. Always has. It's basically the proto-hunter art. The hunter art before there were hunter arts. But hey, we'll see whether or not we've still got it. Not about to try and use it on cats. Except for this cat. Nope. Oh, we lose the slam and we just get lance pokes. So gun lance becomes a lance with a gun in it instead of its own thing. So that means that yes, we do lose the ability to do the full burst, but I mean, unless you're using normal shells, full burst isn't really a thing you want to do anyway. So, yeah, this is a thing, I guess. Not really noticing anything else I've lost. Haven't tried to do Wyvern Fire yet, but when I get a chance, I'll do it. Want to get my heat up higher first, though. Losing the full burst is actually not great in terms of how it plays with your heat generation. Because for generating heat, full burst is basically the best option you've got. Because, I mean, you can already see how little heat is generated per shell. It's not much. Looks like the heat actually goes down a little bit before going up. That's interesting. Wonder if that's just purely visual or what. Oh, did I... How did I did it a couple times, but how? Is it only specific moves that you can do it after? Did I do it by double tapping the button? Because I did do that. But I could have sworn double tapping the button made it so that you reloaded after the shot instead of... I don't know. It is a mystery. But maybe we'll solve it. Oh, we're out of shells. How did I do that? Okay, so I can just hold the button there. So how does that play with, like... Because I've seen people do, like, vertical shellings where they've charged it up, but that might have been specific to those games. But I know how to do a charged shelling, at least following the shield advance. So, I mean, that's cool. Alright, Narga. Yay, I've learned something. Now, let's actually reload here. Gotcha. Ooh, and got out of the way. And it looks like I actually got my meter to stop at red. That's good. Means we can save Dragon Breath for later. That was not what I meant to do. What I wanted to do was this, which doesn't involve pressing the X button at all. Ow. Hello. Thanks for not actually hurting me there, Narga. Really nice of you. That's less nice. Okay. In the next area, I think we'll... Like, as soon as Narga leaves the area, we'll get it pissed off. And then we will, use our Dragon Blast. Alright. Actually, while we're waiting for it to decide where to go. Over to 5. Got it. So I guess as long as that thing stays flashing, the heat gauge, means that we can't use Wyvern Fire. That's what it looks like. Certainly makes it nice and easy to tell instead of needing to learn what every gun lance looks like when it can't Wyvern Fire. Oh, you're tired? And that doesn't work while you're tired. But this does. I think that missed. Oh. Just had to freaking dodge into the trap. Such a jerk, Narga. But hey, now we've got ourselves some locked-in red. Or at least more locked-in red. And since Narga's tired... Oh. Isn't that always the way? Oh, thanks for the Vase of Vitality when the monster's already left the area, Cat. Good job. I wish Vase of Vitality wasn't so terrible. Wow, Dragon Breath actually doesn't last very long at level 1. I'm sure higher level versions last longer, but at level 1, it's not much. Alright, Narga. Let's get you staying in one spot for a bit, because I have got a Wyvern Fire ready to go. Unfortunately, I don't really have any way to keep you in one spot, but... I mean, I can ask nicely. This works. Thankfully, my sharpness doesn't matter at all when it comes to using Wyvern Fire. Yeah, basically the way Gunlance is meant to be played in this game is you're supposed to, like, get your heat gauge up high and then use your cutting attacks. And that's basically the best practices. I haven't really been doing that too much. I should really use more of the lance part. That was the wrong button. Yeah, I don't really know why I'm even... Wah! Absolute Evasion, really nice with Gunlance. Puts it away nice and fast. Ooh. I do enjoy getting flinches when things are about to hit me. I imagine Adept Gunlance will be pretty interesting, considering that with the Lance and Gunlance, you can do Adept blocks. And, I mean, should be nice. Probably can follow up with something quite nice, I'm sure. Should not have tried to shield advance there. That was dumb. So was that. This isn't. And neither is this. Get me out of there, get my weapon sheath, let me heal. Absolute Evasion is really nice with a Gunlance. I approve. Almost went searching for a whetstone. Been playing this, been playing Monster Hunter Cross recently. And, yeah, I sharpen when I get to blue in that game, so green is basically unheard of. So we get a chance. We should use Dragon Breath. Like now. Another thing that I really need to get used to with the Lances is the fact that they've got the back hop dodge, which, you know, it's nice. Definitely helps you get out of situations, but I'm used to being able to dodge in every direction, so it's weird having to point myself the direction I don't want to go and then start pressing B without touching the control stick. Then again, I guess I could touch the control stick as long as I'm holding forward. Otherwise, I'll end up facing a direction I don't want to. Let's get more bullets. Never hurts to have a full complement. Okay. Stay there, Narga. Thanks for staying there. And I believe I saw a limp just now. Oh, and we've got Wyvern Fire ready. I like having Wyvern Fire ready. It's fun to use. Provided you hit. But hitting isn't too difficult as long as you pick your moments. This is a bad moment, for example. Thankfully, it didn't go off, so we can try again. There we go. We Wyvern fired its eye out. Nice try there, Narga. Ow. Okay. So, what I need to happen is for my health to go up. That did it. Ooh, and you're gonna taunt, giving me an opening to kill you in one hit. Okay. Well, this is going much better than expected. I will say that having an extra art for Gunlance seems like it might be nice. The two arts they've given us here are not terrible. And Absolute Evasion is also really good on Gunlance for reasons I've outlined. So it seems like not a bad idea to have 3 arts on it, though I wouldn't necessarily choose to use Striker on a normal Gunlance from what I understand of it, because normal, your shots are most effective if you're doing the full unload thing, which Striker can't do. So use Striker if you've got like a wide or a long shot type. Probably wide being best, because that's the kind that you just shell normally. But yeah, that's my opinions on these 2 styles of Gunlance. Join us next time when we use the other 2 styles. See you then, friends.